Alrighty then, hello and once again, good evening YouTube, and welcome back to the, whatever this game is called, Gran Turismo 2, playthrough. Last time we took that Clio to a race in France. Apparently Tahiti is in France. I don't know, dude. But today we're going to be doing something completely different. We're going to be going back to the Taurus SHO. Yes, very cool indeed. And today, we are going to be doing something completely different. Yes, there is very little structure to this series, I've noticed. Today, we are going to be taking it to Seattle Circuit for 100 miles. Yes, very good indeed. It's only 150,000, which is kind of ridiculous when you consider, like, miles are longer than kilometers. Like, a mile is like 2-point-something kilometers, so technically this is more than 200 kilometers. It's like 250 kilometers, so it's like an in-between of the Grand Valley race and the Apricot Hill race, and we're just doing it for 150,000. It's pretty ridiculous, but yes, so that is why we're going here to get some racing slick tires, if I don't have it already. Okay, I got super softs. That was short-sighted to say the least. And since this is going to be an endurance race, we're going to need to have good performing tires over the long run, which means that we need to lighten this Taurus. Unless I have done that already. Okay, I've already done that. Look at me. Look at me thinking ahead. Well, in that case, let's also get the drivetrain to take a look at that. Transmission. Do we have a fully customizable? I did not go that far yet. Very sad indeed. So, there we go. Full racing transmission. It'll add up over time. Put the triple plates on here. Triple plate clutch is now equipped. Very cool, very cool. Have I put a flywheel in yet? I have not put a flywheel in yet. That's surprising. That's usually the first thing to go in because it does, I don't even know what it does. Carbon drive shaft? No carbon drive shaft. That is devastating. Do I have all the other performance parts? That's the real question. Yes, I do. It looks like I do. 343 is the performance that we're going to have on this car. Brakes, may as well since I'm here. Oh, I already put those in. Look at me. I already put so many parts into this car. Preparing for this moment right here. Endurance. Seattle Circuit 100 miles. Let's go. So the scariest car that came to this was the GT500, but like that was the worst car at Grand Valley, so maybe it'll balance out, you know? But something I've noticed is that we saw the previews for these races, and it's a rolling start. I forgot about that too. We've seen the previews for these races, but there's always a secret, really scary car that they don't put into the previews, and we only find out about it when we get to the actual race. That is a TVR Griffith 500, is what that is. That's not very American. I mean, it's pseudo-American. I mean, it's about as American as, like, you know, when America decided to appropriate, like, Mexican food, but turn it into, you know, American Tex-Mex. That's kind of what, you know, America is to the UK, you know, so it's not so much what I was expecting to see, to say the least. Oh my, this car sucks. Oh, it's so bad. Why have I put so much money into this car? Oh, it's not good. Turn! Okay. So, it's lap 1 of 40. We are 3.4 seconds back. I forgot to actually do the customization on the transmission. Does this have... Okay, this has 5 gears. And you know what? The ratio's not even that bad. Ratio is just fine. We're gonna have to kill them on the long run with these tires, but you see, it's fine. It's fine. This is a front-wheel drive car, so it won't suck too bad to drive, and I'm just remembering that I need to change to the analog mode here. There we go. Alright. That'll automatically improve my driving right there. But it's only lap 1. We will get good at the track, and we will close in on these guys. Man, this is quite the battle, though, honestly. I mean, look at this nonsense. It's just a 4-car breakaway on lap 2, dude. Imagine if the race was this close for the entire race. No, once I get to the lead, in all likelihood, I'm just going to drive off, especially with these tires. I don't know what tires these guys are on. I thought this was just exclusively American cars. Or maybe that might be a Viper. That might be the concept Viper. No. No, I'm really thinking that's a Griffin. Wonder who the leader is. Haven't even gotten close enough to check out what the leader's driving. And I always forget you gotta get on the brakes so early on this corner. Because by the time the corner's actually loaded into existence, you've already, you know, gone too far into the braking zone to survive. I don't think there is a Mustang GT500. I think this is a SVT Cobra in front of me. It might actually be a 98 SVT Cobra too, which would be, you know, epic. Because that's much better than... 98's much better than the 99 Mustang, okay? I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't like how the 99 to 2003 Mustangs look like. I know that they're basically the exact same as the 94 to 98, but no, they're not actually. There's huge differences. And they are immutable. Oh yeah, that's a 98. That's a 98. Oh, that no wonder he's in the lead. He's just got the best Mustang ever made. Well, actually, the best Mustang is the 1994 5.0 V8. Oh, man. That's the one that I want. I mean, my dad had a 98, but like, if I had a choice, I'd get the 94 with the 5.0. Or no, I'd just get a 98 and put the 5.0 in it. You know, it should be able to transpose, right? Anyway, I'm in the lead. It took longer than I thought it would. The guys in the classic cars are all the way in the back. That's rough. But I'm in the lead, so we'll see if anything interesting happens over the course of this one. Well, I got nothing better to talk about for the next hour. So you remember from a few parts ago in this, like, you know, like 20 or so, I said that I was watching all of The Office. Well, I finally finished last night, and yeah. I watched the entire show. From start to finish. Every single episode. I really did that. Yeah. I don't really know what to think. I mean, it was a cultural sensation. I did not appreciate it when it was airing because I was A, too young, and B, a hipster. When it ended, I was like, good. Finally. Now we can get some new pop culture references going on here. Well, I did watch the entire show, and I can understand why it was such a cultural sensation. Yeah, it did fall off. I don't know if I can, like, you know, discuss spoilers or anything, because, like, the show's, you know, fucking 10 years old at this point. Most people who've wanted to watch it would have watched it by now. But still, you know, there's a lot, like, even someone as plugged into the internet as I am, there was still a lot of, you know, small things that I did not manage to pick up on until I actually watched the show in its entirety. Still trying to find a breaking point for this corner, by the way. But yeah, I'm glad I watched it. It was good. It was really good. It fell off. It fell off at the start of season 8. Like, when I was watching it, I was like, yeah, I understand why this only went for another 2 seasons. Because that, yeah. Because, like, it was getting to the point where it was like, you know, this show's been, like, firing on all cylinders for years. And then just suddenly, boom. Like, it hit a brick wall. And suddenly Will Ferrell's here, and I'm like, what? Why? It's like Will Ferrell just stumbled into the studio one day and was like, can I be on The Office? It's like, bruh. Really? No. Why? No, this was a show that made so many careers. And now we just got random people that are just fucking already famous. Just want to be like, oh, I want to be the star now. It's like, no. No, that's uncool, Will. I don't know whose idea that was. It really felt like Will Ferrell just wanted to be on The Office. And that's kind of, and it just kind of took a nosedive from there. It's a shame. Because the rest is, because like season 7, extremely satisfying. Like, really. Like, actually really satisfying. Like, I can imagine that for someone who'd been watching the show from the beginning, like, up until that point, catching it on a weekly basis and whatnot, instead of just watching the entire show in, like, a span of a month and a half. You know, I can see why that would be, like, extremely satisfying. But, yeah. Yeah, it's just annoying. Anyway, I'm gonna pit on lap 10. I can definitely make it further than lap 10, but 10 laps on the tires, I'm pretty close to lapping someone already, so like, I'm not really worried about pitting too many times. Haven't been paying attention to the mini-map either, so I don't actually know if anyone else has pit yet. I doubt it. I don't know if they're going fast enough to need to pit. Ooh, doggy. Ooh, doggy. What a group of guys they got for this race, though. Maybe we could put the entire field a lap down for the first time in one of these endurance races. I've never lapped second place in any endurance race. Today might be the day just because they're so close. See, look at that on the mini-map. They're still so close, dude. And then there's me, all the way over here. Alrighty then. It is time for the first pit stop of the race. I could definitely go a few more laps, but I would rather pit now. Because I don't know if I can go another 5 laps. I could maybe go another 3, but then that would take us to lap 39. And then I'd have to do another lap on those tires. So yeah, I could have done 13:26. I definitely could have done that, but you can see I'm already off the pit lane. And I didn't even get past, so I feel like this is a good strategy. We're going to be using another set of tires than, you know, you'd think I would. But we still got the lead, so it's all good. Okay. This appears to be a Shelby Mustang, which is interesting. He was like the fastest guy in the preview, but he was also the slowest guy at Grand Valley, so something tells me the classic cars in this game just kind of suck. Great in a straight line, not so hot everywhere else. Not even good at test course either, because their top speeds are so low. Is this just, are Gran Turismo games just an indictment of American muscle cars? That's sad. I don't like that. Can this have a different narrative instead? Anyway, oh yeah, that's my best lap. Let's fucking go, dude. As you can see by the mini-map, we are very close to lapping these guys, but it is in fact time for pit stop number 2. So we'll head down the pit lane and let them drive off a bit further, but I'm pretty sure that these guys are pitting like every 12 to 13 laps. So if I'd actually stuck with that strategy, or actually did it to begin with, we'd be probably in a pretty good spot to be lapping them right now, but basically I'm a lap ahead of the field anyway, so... And using my brilliant deductive reasoning, I'm determined that this race is going to last 1 hour. I hit that. Amazing. This race is going to last 1 hour and 7 minutes. So, in for the long haul. Halfway home from Seattle. Look at this. Look at this. The Mustang got passed by the Griffith. The Mustang led 3 laps in this race, dude. It's getting past, dude. Wow, that's amazing. On the long run, the Mustang's falling off. Oh, we gotta slip past. Wow, this is already more entertaining than an NR2003 road course race. My goodness gracious. Of course, the one non-American car is going to beat all the American cars. Unless that one up there is that Camaro. I still don't even know what these guys' pit strategy is. I haven't been paying any attention to these guys' pit strategy. I literally don't care. We're too good. We're too good for that to matter. And it is now time for the final pit stop of the day. Only 49 minutes and 34 seconds into the event. Yeah, this race has gone okay. I've definitely driven worse than I could have. I definitely could have won this. Man, could I have... How many upgrades could I have taken off of this to be able to do this? Could I have done this on sports tires? I don't know about that. I don't know if I could have done it on sports tires, but yeah, and the TVR is still ahead of the Mustang, as you can see there. But anyway, should be radio silence until the end of this one. So thanks for coming out to Seattle. Let's check out this Taurus just absolutely bitch slap the field. Oh my goodness gracious. Yeah, that was a pretty sloppy lap in that midsection, but damn. Damn, you cannot deny the numbers. That was a good lap. And we're coming up to the final lap of this race, and it's been a good one. Very uneventful, which is good. It's a good thing. Looks like I overestimated the length of time this race would take. I said it would take an hour and 7 minutes. Looks like it's actually going to take an hour and 6 minutes, so that's my bad. Yeah, we got off to a really shaky start with this car. Like, I thought it was a complete, total mistake purchasing this car when I did, and for the races that we did it with. But after all these upgrades, you know, like all 100,000 credits I've dumped into this, you know, I've really grown into it. We have definitely made our mark on Seattle circuit on this day. It's a very solid race from start to finish. And when I turned on the analog mode, it got even more solid, so that's good. Anyway, I've hit the wall multiple times over the course of this race. I'm not going to count how many times I've hit the wall, because then we'd be here for a long time, and we don't need that. So, in any case, yes, just about done. Yeah, like I said, this car, I was regretting purchasing this car after the first race that we did with it, but now it is rock solid, and I do believe it's earned something very, very special indeed. So we're gonna come across the line momentarily after an hour and 6 minutes. You know, honestly, this race took less time to do than the entire Convertible Cup Series, just off the back of me trying to win it with the Cappuccino alone. So 7, 8, 9, Hour and 6 minutes. Coming to the line. We're going to win at Seattle Circuit. And I believe we lapped the entire field to do it. Oh, and by the way, I think that's actually the Shelby Cobra concept. No, that is a TVR Griffith. Never mind. Never mind. It was a TVR Griffith for some reason. But we did win this race by a full lap. Shelby GT500 didn't even finish last. My goodness gracious. What a time to be alive. Yay! We did it! Woo! 150,000 credits. That feels like barely anything, but they are going to give us a prize car. Boom, prize car. That might just be what the doctor ordered to give me some extra money. I'm guessing it's the Dodge Viper race car. That's my guess. No reason in particular, but that's my guess. And now we have 411,000 credits. It's not a lot, is it? It doesn't feel like a lot, but the prize car is another GT90. Or is this the first GT90? Oh, it's this. Okay. It's the one from Ford Racing. That sucks. No, the other one that we got was the Ford GT race car, right? GT40. There it is. That's the Europa. That is not the Ford GT40 race car, if you can believe it. No, this is in fact the Ford GT40 race car. Looky there, dude. Yeah, it's better than the GT40 race car, but the GT40 race car is more expensive. Weird. Anyway, so that's going to do it for this episode, or is it? No, I think we all know what time it is. We're going to go to South City. This is the reason why Gran Turismo 2 might actually be the best Gran Turismo. And I do not say this lightly. Because the racing modification for the Ford Taurus is Mark Martin's Valvoline car. You know, as you do. Yeah, we're gonna get that. I think we will perform the racing modification, actually, yes. Yeah, that is the racing modification for the Ford Taurus. Can you believe that that's the reason why I got the Ford Taurus to begin with? Yep. Anyway, this has been the Seattle Circuit Endurance Race. We'll see you whenever comes next for Gran Turismo, but for now, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye! Oh shit. Well, it's a good thing I got a chainsaw, am I right, guys? Whoops. Well, that didn't go too well, did it?
Yeah, Mr. Tough Guy, Mr. Terrorist. Not so tough when the citizens confront you for justice, are you?
Polo shirt and jeans. Nice. I'm Gordon Ramsay, look at this! That was something tells me that was not supposed to happen.